A blood mage. Don't you know what they did? I won't let this happen again.
I am the Knight Commander here, not you.
Spare everyone, blood mage. What does the Knight Commander think then?
We have won back the tower. I will accept Irving's assurance that all is well.
But they may have demons within them, lying dormant, lying in wait.
Enough. I have already made my decision.
I think that's a terrible decision.
You have proven yourself a friend of both the Circle and the Templars.
As you said, you owe me.
I promised you aid, but with the Circle restored, my duty is to watch the mages. They are free to help you, however. Speak to them.
I thought the Templars were in charge.
The Templars guard and advise, but the first enchanter has the last word in what happens in the Circle. Please excuse me. And Irving, it is good to have you back.
Ah, I'm sure we'll be at each other's throats again in no time.
I don't think that's what I wanted to do. But then we'd have to fight. We'll do the fight again. I don't care. It's just not how I kind of wanted it to end right there.
I am the Knight Commander.
If you spare everyone, blood mage, we may regret it later.
I know. And I would do anything to prevent this atrocity from reoccurring.
Colin is right. There is no way of knowing if any of us are dangerous. I will do what I believe is in the best interests of the Circle, as I have always done. I hereby place my life and those of these mages into the hands of the Templars. Do what you think is necessary.
Very well. I will send a report to the Chantry. They will undoubtedly have plans for you. For now, we should deal with your wounded.
We still need to discuss what you promised.
We will discuss that in a moment. Cullen, take these mages away and watch them carefully. Make sure they get the healing they require.
But
They will receive healing. I will have no more blood on my hands. Now go.
What will happen to mages?
The Chantry will learn about this soon enough, and the Grand Cleric will be the one to decide their fate. We will form the Circle anew upon the remains of the old, and we will not make the same mistakes twice. Wynne, I am sure you were instrumental in bringing peace to the Tower, and you have always been a respected member of the Circle. The Circle will be in need of a first enchanter.
Wait,
There's none other more
what about the
suited
one I
to
just
this than
saved?
you. It is yours, if you will accept it.
Ah, Gregor. You only picked me because all the rest of the senior mages are either dead or otherwise incapacitated.
Oh,
But I cannot accept this offer.
because they need to
I
be
wish to teach and to learn,
investigated.
and I will not spend the rest of my life tiptoeing around the Chantry. I would, in fact, prefer to remain in the company of the Grey Warden, if he will have me.
What?
I was at Ostagar, and we failed. This will not happen a second time. The Darkspawn must be taken down, and I wish to be there when it happens.
Are you sure you will not reconsider? The Circle needs you.
There is hardly a circle left to speak of. I will return to the Circle when Ferelden is safe, if I can.
If you insist on tagging along, I won't say no.
I suppose nothing I say will change your mind. Very well. Join the Grey Warden if it pleases you. As for you, I am grateful for what you have done. And I did give you my word that we would aid you in your battle against the Darkspawn. I intend to honor my promise to you.
Then my trip here was not entirely wasted.
Once we have secured the tower, my men and I will make our way to battle. After all, we still have not heard from Denerim, and the Darkspawn threaten all of Ferelden. It falls to me to decide what we must do. The Templars, out of duty and gratitude, will stand with the Grey Wardens.
You'll make a fine addition to my army. Yes, we'll defeat the Darkspawn together.
You must excuse me. There are loose ends to be tied up, and the Chantry must be informed that the situation here is under control. We will meet again soon. Till then, may the Maker watch over you.
Why is she still locked?
Yes.
Indeed.
So, okay, so the reason I kind of wanted that outcome was just because my character doesn't care about blood magic or anything, but he does care that whatever happened here, that these mages might be more susceptible to becoming demons, and what happened here, would happen again. So that's why he kind of sided with the Templar.
You really killed all those abominations? I didn't think it was possible. I thought we'd all die here. I'm sure you need supplies after that, don't you?
Oh wait, yeah. I was supposed to say
You
yes.
need supplies after.
Alright, I think we can sell. No, cancel. We need to go to camp and kind of go through all of our inventory. Ooh, both of these were really good. Yeah, we'll save the rest for camp to go through.
You've returned. Why? All the other Templars have left for the war. There is nothing here but a tower in shambles.
Why are you here then?
Gregor said that I had been through enough, that I need to recover. You should go. A great battle awaits you, does it not?
The Blight. How will you end it?
We have to fight the Archdemon.
Is that all? It is surrounded by an ocean of darkspawn. How will you reach it? If you reach it, how will you slay it? You say you are a Grey Warden. I have heard stories of this order.
Wait, you doubt I'm really a warden? Wait, what's that have to do with anything?
Great strategists and peerless warriors. That is what we hear of the Wardens. So far, I am not impressed.
I'm not here to impress you.
Evidently not. It remains only to see what you are here for.
Okay. Let's see what we can wear. Ooh. We can wear this blood armor, blood-plated gloves, blood-plated boots, shirt. No weapon for us. Alistair. I feel like this might be better. I don't know. You can't wear... This is better. Liliana. Nope. Yeah, I think that's worth upgrading. That's worth upgrading. Give you that. Yeah, I guess we'll just give you that, honestly. Morgan, we will give you this. And these. Bullet, we'll give you 6 stacks. We'll give you that. Sten. Can wear that. That. Give you that. Alright, now I think we could just sell everything else.
You and your friends are formidable folk, indeed. It's good to have you along on the road. I'm sure.
Holy sh... Oh, that's how many I have. I was like, that's a lot to buy. I was, Alright, backpack. Yeah. Okay, we are going to start giving everyone... We're gonna start giving everyone, their... I just want to buy that, kind of use it real quick. Start giving everyone their gifts. Gift time. Alistair. Let's see. This is actually a good one for Alistair. But, yeah, honestly, we might want that for Alistair. Alistair, Zevron, Morgan, Ogren, Alistair.
I could get used to this, you know.
Morgan, Liliana, Alistair.
I could get used to this, you know.
Stan, Liliana, Win, Ogren. No. Anyone. Okay.
That's a wonderful thought. I don't know what to say. That's a wonderful thought. I don't know what to say.
When is your wine?
Generous gift. Thank you ever so much.
In this.
A generous gift. Thank you ever so much.
Morgan.
I am grateful. 'Tis thoughtful indeed. I am grateful. 'Tis thoughtful indeed. A fine gift. You have my thanks. A fine gift. You have my thanks. What? You found Flemeth's grimoire? Ever since we discovered the condition of the Mage's Tower, I had wondered if it might be recoverable, but I had yet to speak of it to you. How fortunate that you found it on your own. You have my thanks. I will begin study of the tome immediately.
You're welcome.
I do not intend to squander this opportunity to learn more than Flemeth wished me to know. This should be interesting.
And then Stan. This painting.
I am impressed. My thanks.
And that's about it. Alright, now let's go talk to everyone.
Something on your mind? Of course.
What changed about you after the joining?
You mean other than becoming a Grey Warden?
You've been a Grey Warden longer than I have. I mean, what changed physically?
You know, I asked Duncan this too, and all I got was, "You'll see."
He wouldn't tell you?
Oh, it's not that Duncan wants to keep it a secret. It's just that the Grey Wardens don't discuss it much. I gather it's not a pleasant topic. The first change I noticed was an increase in appetite. I used to get up in the middle of the night and raid the castle larder. I thought I was starving. I'd slurp down every dinner like it was my last. My face all covered in gravy. When I'd look up, the other Grey Wardens would stare, then laugh themselves to tears.
So it was a joke?
More like an initiation. They all went through it too. Oh, and then there were the nightmares. Duncan said it was part of how we sense the Darkspawn. We tap into their, well, I don't know what you call it, their group mind. And when we sleep, it's even worse. You learn to block it out after a while, but at first it's hard. It's supposed to be worse for those who join during a blight. How is it for you?
Yes, I know what you mean, nightmares.
Some people never have much trouble, but that's rare. Others have trouble sleeping their entire life. They're just more sensitive, I suppose. Everyone ends up the same, though. Once you reach a certain age, the real nightmares come. That's how a Grey Warden knows his time has come.
What are you talking about?
Oh, that's right. We never had time to tell you that part, did we? Well, in addition to all the other wonderful things about being a Grey Warden, you don't need to worry about dying from old age. You've got 30 years to live, give or take. The Taint, it's a death sentence. Ultimately, your body won't be able to take it. When the time comes, most Grey Wardens go to Orzammar and die in battle rather than waiting. It's tradition.
So I'm going to die.
We're all going to die. When Duncan told me, I was angry. He put his hand on my shoulder and said this. It's not how you die that's important. It's how you live. And you wondered why we kept the joining a secret from the new recruits. And there you have it.
I never wondered that. I understood.
You know, Duncan, he started having the nightmares again. He told me that in private. He said it wouldn't be long before he'd go to Orzammar himself. I guess he got what he wanted. I just wish it had been something worthy of him.
Is this all we have to look forward to?
We can look forward to ending the Blight. That's what's supposed to make this worth it.
Did he get mad at that? I just ordered food. So I'll stop streaming once my food gets here. Or I'll stop streaming once I hit 2 hours.
Something on your mind? Of course.
What's it like being Grey Warden with all the others?
I didn't know them for very long. but I guess it was longer than you. You never met them all, did you? They were quite a group. Actually, they felt like an extended family, since we were all cut off from our former lives. We also laughed more than you'd think. There was this one time... Well, you probably don't want to hear stories about men you didn't know.
Were there any dwarves among them?
There was one when I first joined, a dwarf named Kerrick. He was one of the elders, and he left for Orzammar before the reports of the Blight began. It's too bad, really. Kerrick said that he never wanted to go back. He wanted to die fighting Darkspawn on the surface. There was one Grey Warden who came all the way from the Anderfells. What was his name? Gregor. He was a burly man with the biggest, fuzziest beard you've ever seen. And the man could drink. He drank all the time, but he never got drunk. Finally, we all made a pool to see just how many pints it would take to put him under the table.
Sounds like you had a lot of fun. I bet I could outdrink him.
Oh, I honestly doubt it. You might have tried, but this fella had a supernatural constitution, I swear. Anyhow, we never did find out. He said he'd drink a pint for every half pint that the rest of us drank. He was still going by the time the rest of us were passed out. I'm told that Duncan walked in later on and saw us all passed out from one end of the hall to the other, and Gregor still drinking. Duncan laughed until he nearly... Until...
I'm sorry, this must be hard for you.
Yes, I suppose so. I thought I was done with this, but it just struck me that I have nothing to remember Duncan by. Nothing at all. There's no body, not even a token of his that I could take with me. That must sound really stupid to you.
Not at all. You have your memories of him.
I just would have liked something of his to take with me, that's all. Well, there's no use in moaning about it, is there? He's gone. Let's just go.
Yes? Something you need?
I'd like to talk to you about something.
Yes? What's on your mind? Yes? Something you need?
Feel like there should have been a conversation there. Unless I had the conversation, you know, 'cause well, what were you doing in that cage?
Sitting, as you observed.
Do you have to be so literal?
No, it's a choice, not a necessity.
Are you going to answer my question?
I did. Parshera, was there anything else?
I want to discuss something you mentioned.
Speak, then. Then I suggest we move on. I am hardly surprised.
Why'd you come to Ferelden?
To answer a question.
What was the question?
The Arishok asked what is the Blight. By his curiosity, I am now here.
What's an Arishok?
The one who commands the Antam, the body of the Qunari.
Why, so he's your king?
Qunari have no kings.
Why does he care about the Blight?
Why do you?
It's a threat to Orzammar?
Is it? If the Darkspawn are attacking Ferelden, doesn't that mean there are fewer preying on your own people? Don't strain yourself pondering that. I do not know why the Arishok sent us. He commands and I go.
Did you find the answer?
A portion of it.
Don't you have to report back then?
Yes.
So, when are you going to do that?
Never. I cannot go home.
Why not?
It doesn't matter now. Can we move on? We keep the Darkspawn waiting.
Well, let's go.
As you wish.
"'Tis cold in my tent, all alone."
And what do you want me to do about it?
Why, it just so happens that I find you quite warm.
I don't know about this, Morgan. I'm trying to romance Liliana.
Come now, my Grey Warden. Must it be so complicated? Is there any reason not to?
I wouldn't do that to Liliana.
No? Well then, you cannot blame one for trying, can you?
No, I can't. Holy shit, minus 16.
I await your command. So, full of questions, are you?
Yeah, I'm not making the mistake of romancing her this time. I'm romancing Liliana, the person I always want to romance.
I await your command. We're in camp, so 'tis as good a time as any.
Hey! Liliana's the better romance partner, in my opinion.
Yes? Something you need?
And she's prettier. I mean, they're both really pretty, don't get me wrong. But Liliana just has, I don't know, that's something.
It's been a long day. Rest would be welcome.
Yes, you should get some rest.
Yes, of course. I am just a little weary. As you may have noticed, I'm no spring chicken.
There's still some life in those old bones.
Thank you. You're very kind to say so. But in all honesty, I do not know how many years I have left in me. I have lived for such a long time, but there is always something else to do. And I have to keep going in order to do it. I think I will be glad when I am done.
You're not allowed to be done quite yet.
Oh, no. I'm not the sort of person that leaves things unfinished. I'll see this through, I promise.
Like, if you could, like, romance them both, I'd be down. But I know they have you choose eventually. And I don't want to make the mistake of
Indeed.
romancing Morgan and denying Liliana again, so. Or regretting whatever it choose, so. Redcliffe. After Redcliffe, we'll do the DLC.
I bring word, sire.
But that'll
There are
be,
demands
tomorrow.
from the Banorn that you step down from the Regency. They are said to be gathering their forces, as are your allies. It appears it will be civil war after all, despite the Darkspawn. Pity. I also have an interesting report. There seem to be Grey Wardens who survived Ostagar. How, I don't know. But they will act against you. I have arranged for a solution, with your leave.
The Antivan Crows send their regards.
An assassin?
Against Grey Wardens, we will need the very best, sire.
And the most expensive.
Just get it done.
But I do like them both.
Ah, a fellow traveler of the fair land.
I just like Liliana's personality better.
My packs are light, but I have a tome.
She's more loving.
Strange origin. The Deus V Eternus, rumored to be the last message to a sinful world from the Maker himself.
Did you sell a few copies of Circle?
I have no idea what you're talking about, and neither do these large men carrying swords. Get them!
Something.
Got it.
Begin the onslaught.
But Cameron did text me that he's really busy, but once he gets to his military station, he'll probably end up joining me on the weekends. And then once he gets like into a rhythm, join me on the weekdays.
Got it.
But probably by then I'll be done with Origins. I'll be on to 2. Hopefully.
Look, can we talk for a moment? I need to tell you something. I should probably have told you earlier.
What's on your mind?
I told you before how Al Eamon raised me, right? That my mother was a serving girl at the castle and he took me in. The reason he did that was because, well, because my father was King Marek, which made Kaelin my half-brother, I suppose.
Doesn't that make you heir to the throne?
Maker's breath, I hope not. I don't think so. You don't think so, do you? I'm a bastard. And nobody even knows about me. I would have told you, but it never really meant anything to me. I was inconvenient, a possible threat to Kaelin's rule, and so they kept me secret. I'd never talked about it to anyone. Everyone who knew either resented me for it or they coddled me. Even Duncan kept me out of the fighting because of it. I didn't want you to know as long as possible. I'm sorry.
Does Loghain know?
Why wouldn't he? He was King Marek's best friend. I don't know if that means anything, though. I certainly never considered the idea that it might ever be important. At any rate, that's it. That's what I had to tell you. I thought you should know about it.
You're the heir to the throne, then.
Let's hope not. I'm the son of a commoner and a Grey Warden to boot. It was made very clear to me early on that there was no room for me raising any rebellions or such nonsense. And that's fine by me. Now, if there's an heir to be found, it's Al Eamon himself. He's not of royal blood, but he is Kaelin's uncle, and more importantly, very popular with the people. Though, if he's really as sick as we've heard... Oh, no, I don't want to think about that. I really don't. So there you have it. Now, can we move on? And I'll just pretend you still think I'm some nobody who was too lucky to die with the rest of the Grey Wardens.
As you command, my prince. No, it's not really what you think, is it?
No, I suppose not. At least I have a chance to make things right. and I'm not alone.
I thought I saw travelers coming down the road, though I scarcely believed it. Have you come to help us?
I'm on important business. I need to see Arliman. What do you mean? Is there a problem?
So you don't know? Has nobody out there heard?
There's a civil war going on if you haven't noticed.
We heard news about the king and all the fighting. That was before everything started here. We're under attack. Monsters come out of the castle every night and attack us until dawn. Everyone's been fighting and dying.
Apparently everyone seems to agree that a blight is the perfect time to start killing each other. Marvelous, really.
We've no army to defend us. No Arl and no king to send us help. So many are dead. And those left are terrified they're next.
Hold on, what is this evil that's attacking you?
I don't rightly know. I'm sorry, nobody does. I should take you to Ban Tegan. He's all that's holding us together. He'll want to see you.
Ban Tegan, Arliman's brother. He's here.
Yes. It's not far, if you'll come with me.
And it crashes. Crap. When did we save?
Got it.
Oh.
The reason he did that was because everyone who knew either resented me for it or they coddled. At any rate, that's it. That's what I had to tell you. I thought you should... So there you have it. Now can we move on?
I thought... Have you come to help us? So you... We're under attack.
Apparently...
We've no arm...
Hold on, what is...
I should take you to Ban Tegan. He's all that's holding us together. He'll want to see you.
Ban Tegan, Arliman's brother. He's here.
Yes. It's not far, if you'll come with me.
It's Thomas, yes? And who are these people with you? They are obviously not simple travelers.
No, my lord. They just arrived, and I thought you would want to see them.
Well done, Thomas. Greetings, friends. My name is Tegan, Ban of Reynisphere, brother to the Arl.
I remember you, Ban Tegan. Though the last time we met, I was a lot younger and covered in mud.
Covered in mud? Alistair? It is you, isn't it? You're alive! This is wonderful news.
Still alive, yes. Though not for long if Ten Loghain has anything to say about it.
Indeed. Loghain would have us believe all Grey Wardens died along with my nephew, amongst other things.
You don't believe Loghain's lives?
What, that he pulled his men in order to save them? That Cailan risked everything
I
in the
mean,
name of
that's
glory?
actually true.
Hardly. Loghain calls the Grey Wardens traitors, murderers of the king. I don't believe it. It is an act of a desperate man.
The only lie Loghain's told is the Grey Wardens killed the king.
Pleasure to meet you. I wish it were under better circumstances. You're here to see my brother?
But
unfortunately, that might be a problem. Eamon is great.
From his perspective,
no one has heard from the
I can see
Day.
why he
No
blames
guards
the Grey
patrol the
Wardens,
walls,
though.
And no one has responded to my shouts. The attack started
Because the king was so
evil
consumed by Grey Warden legends that it kind of pretty much just sent him to his death. So he blames the Grey Wardens. So, I mean, it kind of is our fault, but kind of isn't. Like, we didn't physically kill him. Our legend killed him. So. What evil thing are you talking about?
Some call them the Walking Dead. Decomposing corpses, returning to life with a hunger for human flesh. They hit again the next night. Each night they come, with greater numbers. With Cailan dead and Loghain starting a war over the throne, no one responds to my urgent calls for help. I have a feeling tonight's assault will be the worst yet. Alistair, I hate to ask, but I desperately need the help of you and your friends.
It isn't just up to me. Though the Grey Wardens don't stand much chance against Loghain without Arl Eamon.
Of course we'll help.
How pointless to help these villagers fight an impossible battle. One would think we had enough to contend with elsewhere.
Thank you. Thank you. This means more to me than you can guess. Thomas, please tell Murdoch what transpired. Then return to your post.
Yes, my lord.
Now then, there is much to do before night falls. I put 2 men in charge of the defense outside. Murdoch, the village mayor, is outside the chantry. Sir Perth, one of Eamon's knights, is just up the cliff at the windmill, watching the castle. You may discuss with them the preparations for the coming battle.
Tell me more about yourself.
This is hardly the time to be discussing personal details, don't you think? We will have to fight for our lives very shortly.
Thus, I'd like to know something about you.
I suppose that's not too much to ask. I did not mean to be brusque.
What will you do if Arl Eamon's dead?
I don't know. If Connor lives, he'll be the Arl, and I'll need to help him with it. If he's... well, I don't want to think about that.
Why have you stayed? Why didn't you just leave?
After the first attack, I wanted to go for help, but I couldn't just leave these people. The Bannon gear up to battle Loghain, while Darkspawn loom to the south. Loghain won't send anyone, so Redcliffe is on its own.
Ah. Are you a skilled warrior?
Skilled enough to know there are many far better than myself.
Alright, that's all.
Good, then my secrets are still safe. I was worried for a moment there.
Why are you in the chantry with villagers?
Sir Perth insists. He wants me to be with the villagers, so everyone he needs to protect is in one place. I don't mind, to be honest. The point of all this is to protect the villagers, and I can do that best here. This is the last line of defense, should things go amiss.
Won't that look cowardly?
I'm not here for glory. I would prefer being outside, but Perth has a point. We could bring some men in to stand beside me, but I'd rather keep the monsters away from the villagers if possible.
I should get back to work.
Very well. Luck be with you, my friend.
Alright, we're gonna save there, and then I'm gonna end stream. And then we'll be back tomorrow. This time I'm gonna try not to fall asleep. Or we would have streamed longer. But I took a long ass nap once I got home. Like, it was like 3-4 hour nap. Okay, not a 4 hour nap. More like probably like 3.5, 3 hours. So, it was a long ass nap. I will see you later.